Hey, prosperous ones. Do you find yourself feeling guilty over and over again in your money relationship? Does guilt show up for you when you go to invest in your business or when you go to buy yourself something nice or when you simply sit to take some time out for you? Does guilt show up? I want to talk a little bit about guilt and our emotions around money today. And I want to bring it to our own energetic system so that I can share with you from my perspective and my experiences around money and letting go of guilt. Now, first, let me say that guilt can be, in a healthy way, it can show us where our boundaries are, which is important. We want to have healthy boundaries. We want to be able to communicate freely and to be able to be heard. And healthy boundaries are a good thing in our lives and in our money relationship. However, when we feel guilty and it shows up over and over again, and it's an actual limiting behavior, a limiting emotion, a limiting belief, is usually underneath it. So if guilt is showing up for you over and over again, it might be a symptom that you need to dig a little bit deeper and let it go. So think about a time in your past where you were doing something, whether you were buying something or sitting, having quiet time, and someone came in and they may have, shouted at you, what are you doing? And you immediately contracted. You felt that you were doing something wrong. You felt that there was something wrong within you, and you may have felt blame, shame, or guilt may have come in play. When you stuff that down, that emotional guilt. And if it's showing up for you over and over and over again in your life, we are energy. And energy, there is much energy in our emotions, right? What we think about, how we feel, what we do about in life, which leads to our results. So on an emotional level, if you're familiar with yoga, which is union of the mind, the body, and the spirit, guilt is the enemy within the sacral chakra. The element of the sacral is water. When it comes to emotions, there's a healthiness, a harmony when there is flow within it. You think of the tides, the water. The tides ebb and flow. So the same thing within our own energetic system. When this flow is blocked or there's a gap within our energetic system because we have this imprint of the past experience that is still playing out in our lives. So this that's playing out in our lives, when there's a block in our energetic system, there might not be an even flow or an even flow of energy exchange in our lives, or an even flow of energy exchange in our relationship with money. So if guilt is showing up for you over and over and over again, just go back, go into that past experience and give yourself permission to let it go, to allow that stuck emotion to move through you, which moves you to a place of freedom within you, so that when that guilt, when an experience shows up again and guilt might come into play, you can recognize it and you can give yourself permission to let it go so that you can feel freer within yourself. And when it comes to money management, physical management is so, so important. And then there's the second part, which is our emotional management. And our emotions are the gateways to, freedom within ourselves, to higher levels of consciousness. Emotions, when we are in business, we have to be able to navigate through our emotions because we have to show up and serve. But where are we serving from? Are we serving from, place, stories, limitations of the past, or are we serving from now? I see my value, I see my worth, and I'm sharing it freely. I'm free from fears. I'm free from guilt. So imagine letting go of guilt. Imagine allowing yourself to feel the pleasures of life, to allow yourself to serve from that place. So if guilt is showing up for you, I would invite you to go a little bit deeper into a past experience. We're always imprinting ourselves. And moving forward, we want to be imprinting ourselves with beliefs that support and are in alignment with the success that we want in our lives. So does that resonate with you? I wanted to share that with you today to bring some light into the emotion of guilt, because guilt, when it is out of balance and it's stuck within our own energetic systems, can really rob us of our most prosperous life. It can rob us of our dreams. It can rob us of having harmony and prosperity.